Hi, it's me, Vamp, and welcome to another podcast episode. I'm going to call this the Real Talk Podcast episode. It's basically a real talk about basically whatever I want. Some Warframe, some TV shows I've watched recently, some movies I've watched recently, but also my real life, what's going on with me, the whole content creation thing, the whole actually podcast thing in general, and everything. I think this is a good time to do it. So, yeah, I'm probably also going to talk about other things, maybe make reference to how I'm revamping my merch store as well. Shop, I mean, not shop, store.vampplays.com. Vampplays had one P in it. And yeah, basically, let's get into it, I guess. Okay. So, as far as Warframe news, I don't know why I'm doing this in order. I will probably jump around depending on what comes to my mind at the time. So, speaking of Warframe news, TennoCon actually just happened recently. Warframe is, I guess you could say, where I got started with the whole content creation thing. The Warframe will always be near and dear to me, even if I'm doing other projects or even if I try to play other games as well. Warframe will always be near and dear to me. I actually started a TikTok not too long ago. Um, let's see, at Vamp6x6x6x is my TikTok. It's where I do TikTok related stuff. I focus a lot on Warframe type content, but I have done other content as well. But yeah, usually I do whatever content on there. It just happens that a lot of it is Warframe. Let's see. And also, speaking of content, I guess this is a good time to mention. I'll get back to the Warframe in a bit. I'm jumping around a bit. But I guess this is a good time to mention content creation. I've been trying, harder to, pump out more content to advance my other channels. I have my Vamp Plays YouTube channel. I have my Vamp Plays website. I have this Vamp Plays podcast, which I'm thinking about rebranding. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. I'm trying to advance more Warframe content in general as well. Again, we will see what happens with that. Yeah, that's about everything there. I'm trying to advance it for a particular reason because I want to grow from where I am now. I need to do that extra push to grow. I'm think of it as a bubble, okay? I'm in a small bubble right now, and I need to just push my hands against the bubble and just push outwards to make that bubble bigger. So, actually, those of you guys that are listening right now, um, you know, you guys can help expand that bubble. You guys are already helping just by listening to me. But if you guys want to help even further, feel free to do something just as simple as subscribing to Vamp6x6x6x, you know, YouTube channel, or subscribing to Wolfram Madness YouTube channel, or subscribing to Vamp Plays YouTube channel. Or, if you guys want some of that merch, feel free to do the whole store.vampplays.com. Again, that's 1P, not 2 in Vampplays. There will also be a link on this Anchor podcast thing. I'm not really sure how that will work, if you guys will see that link properly or not. But yeah, and that actually helps more than even if you guys don't buy stuff or whatever, just letting people know about me. Like, if I have, say, 5 people who listen to me and they have 5 friends who they tell and start listening to me, then there's 5 more friends from those friends that start listening to me. So slowly I'm gaining a following. And those of you guys who are from my Warfare and Madness YouTube channel, I see you guys. You guys, stop by, hang out, say hi to me, even when, you guys aren't necessarily interested in the game. And I see that. I really appreciate that as well. I really, really, truly do. And yeah, where did I get off topic? Okay, I got a little off topic, but I'm on topic again. Content creation. I'm gonna drink a little bit of this Red Bull. I have a energy drink. At that time, I'm not sponsored by Red Bull, but I like the energy drink. Okay. So, content. I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying hard with the content. Now, I'll be honest, my podcast, I let slip a bit. If you guys are regular listeners of my podcast, you guys know I've let it slip a bit. I used to do interviews as well on my podcast. I also used to try to do it at least once a week. Then it moved to once every 2 weeks. Then it tried to be a once every month thing. And I think the last episode I did was in April? May. Okay. So it's been about 2 months, I guess. Yeah. I kinda been slacking a little bit, but I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I say that a lot, but I am. I truly am. I'm trying, guys. I'm putting forth the effort. I'm trying to put my 10,000 hours in. Okay, now I'll explain. The saying goes, it's 10,000 hours to fully master one subject. So 10,000 hours to fully master content creation. I will be honest with you guys. This is sort of true talk, real talk podcast episode. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It is a little discouraging sometimes where like I could try super hard at this content creation thing, and then someone who's slightly famous or whatever, they can just join and boom, they have like 10 times the following I have, 10 times the everything I have, and they do a lot less work than me from my point of view. I say from my point of view because I don't know exactly their life. For all I know, they could have put in all that hours elsewhere, and it's just carrying over to the content. So yeah, I don't know their whole story or anything, but if I am being honest, it's a little bit discouraging. So those of you guys who do listen, those of you guys who do watch my content, buy my merch, all that fancy stuff, I appreciate it. I truly do. Because, like I said, it's a little bit discouraging. But, like I said, I appreciate. I really, really, truly, truly appreciate it. I appreciate the content. You're watching the content or listening to it or buying it or whatever, however you go about it. I appreciate it. I know I shouldn't be just good because that's usually like rule 5 of content creation. Don't measure your success by other people. And I don't. But, like I said, it's just sometimes a little bit discouraging. I'm gonna be honest. I know what you're thinking. Rule 5, Vamp, shouldn't that be Rule 1? No, Rule 1 is actually a lot different. Rule 1 has to do with hate comments and stuff. And then, Rule 2 has to do with stuff about, try to have fun with it and stuff. Rule 3 would, definitely. Rule 3 and 4, these are in no particular order, by the way. These are just like how important on the scale it is to you. Each content creator would say something slightly different for, any of the rules. There's also some rule about the whole, do what you want to do, which most content creators, kind of disregard that rule because the fact of the way things work is unless you have a big following yourself that will follow you anywhere, and I know some of you guys are out there, and I truly appreciate the fact that some of you guys will follow me to whatever I decide to do. But there is also typically a larger, group of people that will follow for certain content. Some content, so some content creators get lost in the shuffle because, they are like, oh, I'm going to do whatever content I want to. And then, then the number drop because, it's just like if you have content based around helping people grow their following, then that's what you're going to be known for. So when you start making content that's not related to that, you will get a lot of pushback. A lot less people will, watch your content and stuff. Usually in the beginning, like I said, once you've grown that dedicated fan base, it doesn't much matter. But yeah, that's enough about just the content. We gotta circle back to Warframe. We were talking about TennoCon. Okay, so TennoCon is the Warframe community event. Think of it as like WitchCon or Comic Con, but for one particular game, and that game happened to be Warframe. Okay, so it just happened not too long ago, and it showed off some big things. Did some big announcements. Yeah, this whole new war thing. But the big announcement, it announced mobile, and it announced crossplay and cross-save. So, the order I think they should do it is in crossplay and cross-save, then launch mobile. Because it seems like the mobile app is all but ready. So, we'll see how that works. And Destiny 2, for example, which is another game I play sometimes, has cross-save already, and they're working on having cross-play by, I think it's next month, actually, if I think about it. Yeah, that's, Warframe definitely has, I guess, a small window to potentially get ahead of Destiny 2, in my opinion. As far as marketing is concerned, people already compare Wolfram and Destiny a lot anyway, so it's not really that odd that I'm making a direct comparison between them right now. But yeah, that cross-play and cross-save was a complete surprise to everyone, including me, because, everyone had given up hope that Wolfram would do cross-play or cross-save. But they did it. They announced it. So that will be coming soon, which is pretty cool. Hopefully soon stay tuned to the podcast. But hopefully soon we can get someone and talk about that a bit more with them if possible. So yeah, that will be cool. I can't guarantee we'll get anyone. The people at DE are busy, especially right now because TennoCon just ended and we gotta implement all this stuff and whatnot. But yeah, let's pivot from Wolfram for a moment and talk more about movies I've seen recently. Okay, I know this might be a change of subject entirely because it is. I saw that Cruella movie. I actually liked it quite a bit. Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. It was basically a reimagining of Cruella de Vil. They remake a new Cruella movie every so many years, so it was coming at some point. But this time there were no skinning of the dogs and everything because first of all, it's Disney. Second of all, times have changed. So, movies can't get away with that stuff anymore. Huh. I get that true. Recently, I just got around to watching The Craft Legacy. Compared to the original, did not like it at all, but it is what it is, right? That's just my opinion. But, moving on, and I feel like we should circle back to this again. I'm trying with the content, okay? That's my real talk takeaway from this. I'm trying the best I can with the content. Sometimes I don't make enough content because I'm trying to focus on something else and I get like this tunnel vision type thing. Sometimes I get like super depressed, so I'm not really in the mood to make content. It's like forcing myself to do just one type of content. And in other news, on my stream, twitch.tv/vamp6x6x6x, I recently learned how to clip a video of my own stream. I know it seems crazy. You'd think all streamers wake up with all that knowledge in their head already, but nope, not me. That knowledge giver must have skipped me for that. But yeah, I'm actually going to end the podcast episode here, guys. I've enjoyed just chatting with you guys about stuff, and if you guys do listen to this and you can't reply to me on the thing because I actually don't know if you guys can or not, go to one of my YouTube channel, just in any video, just say something about the podcast. Preferably one of my latest videos. Say something about the podcast. Say, I watched the podcast and I'll enjoy it. And I enjoyed it. And I'll see the comment. I'll try my best to get back to you. And yeah, with that said, I have been Vamp. And I will catch you guys in the future. Later.